The tier 5 wizard, the Archmage, is actually getting yet another buff, and I'm saying yet another buff because, guys, what's happening with this tower, especially the 5-0 crosspath, is actually getting a little bit out of hand. So if you guys have tried the Archmage, you might have noticed that usually the better crosspath for the Archmage is the 502, and NGQ wants to change that. Usually the 520 is the forgotten one, but thanks to some new changes, it might be time for us to start at least a little bit more seriously considering the 520. Now this guy has gotten a lot stronger than before, and I say that because in update 46, which was the previous one, if you guys remember, this guy just got a huge boost to mob class damage. So let me just walk you guys through the previous updates changes and then contextualize the new ones. So if you guys remember, the fireball damage got like literally 3x from 9 to 27. The wall of fire bonus damage to mob class boons went from 1 to 4, and then the dragon's breath damage went from 2 to 6. So essentially about a 3x bonus damage to mob class boons across the board. And now the latest and the newest changes happening to this thing is that all of these types of projectiles are just getting another bump to mob class boons. So for example, the firebolts are going from 27 to 36. The wall of fire damage is getting doubled from 4 to 8, and then the dragon's breath attack is going from 6 to 10. So I guess Ninja Kiwi's idea behind this one is that they want to turn it into a mob demolition machine. So once you place this guy, I guess the idea is going to be to set him on strong so he only focuses down the mob class boons, because he's kind of bad versus ceramics anyways, right? And then let's just see how we're doing around 12. Actually, that's not too many balloons. I think maybe with the little micro we can handle these guys. Let me just see if I can upgrade the engine. I think we can do a do we do the pin or do we save up for Oben? Let's try it one more time. Let's save up for Oben first, and then we're gonna see if we cannot beat this thing. We can just buy the pin, it's fine, but let me just have it like this. This is, by the way, one of the 3 secret spots. You guys probably have heard of them, but there are 3 secret spots. Let's switch to first, in which you can place towers, and I guess this is somewhat I placed the engine here, by the way, because that's one of the ideas that I have for this video, and that's I don't want to remove any corn, just to kind of make things a little bit more difficult for us. So yeah, we're just gonna be playing with this like little middle square that we have, but there are 3 secret spots in which you can place towers without removing core. The second one is, well, the first one is where the NG is, the second one is right about here, and then the third one is right about here. A great thing about the top path wall of fire Archmage is that the guided magic improves the duration of the wall of fire, so you can essentially have 100% uptime if you go for it. So this is gonna be like a nice early game defense. Let's go like this. Let me get the wall of fire as soon as possible. Yeah, look at this thing. We are setting the the branches on fire for some reason, but yeah, this is 100% uptime. That's amazing. And look at this thing. This is crazy, guys. Round 34 and we're already up to $6,000. And one of the things that I'm doing is I'm just spamming Oben's brambles because we're going for like the top and the middle crosspath. And one of the things that this guy cannot do is he doesn't have innate camo, and that's a huge problem. But recently Ninja Kiwi switched things up so that they allowed Oben's brambles. It wasn't exactly that recent. I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 updates ago, but they made it so that Oben's brambles can last for 5 rounds on the track. And we're definitely defeating these pink balloons and these pink rushers by only using the wizard. Hopefully they don't run into their brambles so we can save a bunch of them. This is gonna be the second wave of camo, so then we're gonna have one more on 37. All right, and then come the camo whites, and it's not even gonna make it up to the last ones because these guys absorbed everything. That's amazing. Yeah, this guy, the 320, is an amazing early game tower. This is just like such a good tower that you can just set and forget, and you can just focus on other things. And one of the things that it does well is that it allows you to save for the Arcane Spike. So look at this thing. It's round 38, and even though it's like $11,000, we're probably going to have it for around 40 in the Moab, which is kind of crazy. Wait, let me actually not jinx it. It's gonna get close, but we need to make $1,000 from now. I'm just gonna keep spamming the brambles, by the way, because in case we don't make the money, we're not gonna be able to defend by using the 320 only. Oh my god, that's so close. No way. We're $80 off. That's insane. Oh my god, that's ridiculous. All right, let's just try and move the wall of fire, I guess, and I guess the mob is gonna pop here on the brambles. Get the wall of fire. Oh, we can actually do this though. Yeah, we definitely have this one. Okay, so the problem was that I set the wall of fire here where the brambles are, and I needed to have it here towards the back. So let me just switch it towards the back now. Mob is gonna pop on the brambles, is gonna release some of the insides, then we have the wall of fire at the back, and this is, oh my god, that was perfect. Yes, there we go. And now look at this thing. We get the money for the Arcane Spike, but if I buy this, I throw the run right here. So let's not do that because we're gonna have camo rainbows on the next one. Let's get the discount. I need to be a little bit faster with this one. Let's go for the perma spike eventually, not now, but go like this. Set it to, I guess, set it to smart so it releases them here towards the right side. Get the brambles going for these camos, and then I think this is the way, guys. This is what we're gonna be doing until we can get the Archmage so it has proper camo by itself. And The Bramble's gonna survive barely, but the spikes do hold on. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, the space is getting a little bit clumped up, I feel like. It's around 43, so we had a little bit of ceramics. We're gonna take a break from ceramic balloons in general, but I think I want to move the wall of fire like this. Always tell them it's gonna be slowing balloons down, and I want to have these two work together so they're slowed down and kept inside of the wall of fire. And maybe, you know, if you want to max it, you should probably be microing the wall of fire location with the nature's word totem, but that's a little bit too much, I feel like. Yeah, there we go. That's amazing. So we would have probably leaked all these ceramics in 49, but we are right on time for the money with the Arcane Spike. And let me just buy this thing. This guy's a little bit stronger. Obviously, its main idea is dealing mob class balloons. Let me just keep placing the brambles, by the way, and this guy should be a lot better in gen. Oh my god, he is leaking the ceramics as well a little bit. Come on, dude. I guess one way that we could deal with these early camos, or at least make the wizard attack camos before we get to the Archmage, is by doing this, and I'm actually gonna do it. Let's have the foam go like this. Yeah, this is like a weird solution for the camo problem until we can get our 5-0 Archmage, but it's working because this guy's gonna turn into an overclock layer on anyway, so it's fine. So I want to get an alchemist, but I want to find a good placement for the alchemist because we want to save a little bit of space in the middle for some towers in the later stages of the game. So let's go like this. I think this is going to be a 4-0 what? Honestly, probably 4-1 because we're gonna have a lot of towers. Let's give everyone a little bit of extra attack speed, and now it's just the race to getting the Archmage. I mean, 35k, that should be happening at probably like the 70s or something like that if we're not forced to buy any of our towers. Alright, so that was 61, and this is a very interesting round incoming. So 62, a bunch of these purple balloons. So I guess the idea is that the NG is going to be helping out a little bit, and I also started placing some brambles. So essentially, the wall of trees is going to get filled like crazy from the leftovers, I feel like, unless we deal with the purples as soon as possible. We have in our brambles. Hopefully, we just keep the wall of trees intact. That's the most important thing for 63, actually. I mean, this is normal mob number 4, which is getting popped. I can see some balloons walking into a wall of trees. That's not exactly ideal. Oh, and in come these 45s. Come on, dude. I mean, I have the wall of trees ability ready, so we're going to refresh it for 63, but this is... I don't know. It could have gone a lot better, I feel like. Let's just try and pop these. Oh my god, that's an entire 45 one that went in. Okay, but at least we popped the second one, so that's good. Alright, so let me refresh the wall of trees. Let's just collect all these bananas, and let's see how we do versus 63. I'm going to drop the brambles as well, and let's see how the 4-0 is going to do. Maybe we need to micro the wall of fire, but so far... Wait, not a single balloon went to the wall of trees. That was really good. Let me move the wall of fire like here towards the back. There we go. Yeah, let's try and micro it a little bit. So let's have it like this. Now I'm going to move it up here. Oh, these guys are a little bit too fast. Yeah, these guys are going to make it in, but yeah, we have enough capacity. There we go. That was 63. So 75, and we do have the money for the Archmage, but I'm not purchasing this guy on purpose because I want to see how he's going to do versus these next two very important rounds. It's going to be 75 and 76. So 76, I think is going to leak like nothing, but I just wanted to get a gauge on what's going to be the timing at which you want to have your Archmage in your games. So it seems to be doing a very good job so far versus these small balloons, although let me just kind of move the wall of fire a little bit towards the back. The wall of trees are absorbing a huge chunk of these small balloons, but we defeated the first group, I guess. So I'm gonna move the wall of fire. Actually, maybe just keep it here towards the back because this wall of fire doesn't get any like none of these new bonuses, and like he actually defeated the mob class balloons, but he's very, very weak versus these insides. And let's see how we're gonna do. That's a very good open totem, by the way, but it's gonna be the wall of trees again saving the day. Yeah, so essentially before 75, 76, you either want to have the Archmage or you need to have another way of dealing with these rounds. Let's see if it's gonna be any different versus these 5 BFBs, and then we're gonna buy the Archmage, which is gonna carry us easily into like the early free play. And oh, the BFBs are actually gone. We still have the wall of trees at the back, plus the ability if we need to intervene. I'm gonna move the wall of fire towards the back just to catch some of these small balloons. Oh, the wall of fire bursted, and now the spikes. Yes, this guy is leaking. You absolutely want to have the Archmage by this point, no question about it. Alright, so let's actually buy it. Our first wave of ceramics. These are not free play ceramics, so we're gonna burn them easily with the new Archmage. But here it is, guys. Here is the new guy. Alright, let me actually try something funny. Let me overclock him, and let me try and have the wall of fire like here at the end of its attack range, because it is gonna be able... Yes, look at this again. You don't need to target the wall of fire on a track. You can have it anywhere on the map, but by having it like this, I think it's gonna start dealing a little bit of extra damage to these mob class balloons. Oh, actually it went back because it was in the range of the alchemist, so I think this is gonna be fine. It still should be able to burn these guys. Yeah, so how good is this damage? I mean, the wall of fire damage got increased from 4 to 8 bonus damage to mob class balloons. Yeah, we're definitely not gonna get the full picture just by having, you know, a couple of walls of fire here, but when the blues are making it to the other side, that is when we're actually gonna be able to see it. And in the meantime, we got the money for the perma spike, so I'm actually gonna buy the perma spike as well, just kind of secure the exits. Wait, so I just restarted 89 because I thought I saw something and I couldn't believe my eyes. So the wall of fires by themselves are popping the 45. Oh no, never mind. I mean, it doesn't sound like it's true, but there's more than one wall of fire there, and the main attack was focusing down the ceramics. So I don't know, maybe like some of these like arcane magic blasts have made it their way onto like the mob class balloons, but I don't know, guys. There's only like a small amount of time in which you can catch the walls of fire doing damage to like these mob class balloons, but they seem to be a little bit better for sure. Okay, this is gonna be a huge round, so I guess the Archmage by itself has already been dealing with everything, no problem. Let's see, I guess these walls of fire are currently the only thing that we're seeing out of these new attacks. I mean, the Archmage itself is focusing down the small balloons, and all of these mob class balloons on the side are actually popping, so that's a good sign. Yeah, these mob class balloons are getting evaporated, but I'm not sure if it's the old attack, the arcane attack, or just the new ones, but I'm just surprised at how easy everything is popping and how easy the setup was to get going. So the only thing that we have is an overclock, the Archmage, which essentially bought itself, getting buffed by a 401 Alchemist, and then we have Oben, and that's about it. I mean, the Spike, I guess, helped a little bit in just plugging some holes in our defense, but once you get this thing going, this is a very, very chill setup, it seems like. This setup seems to be playing itself at this point. I was about to buy some boomerangs and some glues, but at this point, we haven't had the need to do that, actually. We are at $26,000. This is around 94, so the ZMGs actually might start making it towards the other side, which is a good sign because the Archmage is going to see some trouble finally. Oh no, never mind. It's everything's just getting popped. No, never mind. Okay, everything's done. And I guess one of the things that this guy is actually good versus is DDTs. So as soon as these purple balloons get dealt with, I feel like, yeah, these DDTs are not going to be an issue. Yeah, I finally see these fiery attacks getting launched though, which is amazing. They're going on the other side, so they can actually go through obstacles, but as long as they're launched onto a balloon, which is, I guess, near the wizard, it seems like. But that was 95. 95 was a breeze as usual because this guy is particularly good versus DDTs, believe it or not. And let me just check the wall of trees. Nothing came out of it, which is a good sign. That means that nothing has actually gone in the wall of trees so far. Let's overclock this guy again, and he is not showing any signs of stopping, although Oben's totems are actually helping, especially versus small balloons. And the wall of fire is still on the left side, by the way, guys. That's ridiculous. So no wall of fire here to kind of intercept the small balloons, which you think is, I don't know, maybe like the good choice, right? So because it does so much damage versus mob class balloons now. But yeah, I mean, look at this thing, 96 getting evaporated so far. We finally see the first ceramics kind of making it on the other side. Are they gonna enter the wall of trees? Hopefully not. I want to keep the wall of trees kind of clean. Yeah, nothing is even entering, guys. Yeah, what I'm seeing is absolutely amazing. So this is probably gonna be one of the biggest objectives for the Archmage to clear out. So I think I'm gonna wait just a second with the overclock. We can buy a lot of things at this point, but I just want to see how he does by himself. So let me overclock now. I think the wallfire is still on the other side, by the way. Maybe just kind of tickling all of these mob class balloons, the ZMGs and the 45 bats, actually 45 BFBs. But we're finally getting some balloons walking into the wall of trees. So let me have this guy on strong like I intended to have, and this is gonna be the spot. Oh, he's actually destroying everything, right? As long as he's not focusing all these. Oh, let me just launch a new set of wall of trees, and here we go. Yes, this is exactly what we needed. This is exactly what we needed the Spike Factory for. So you just keep this guy strong, and then you let all these small balloons go. You just defeat all the big balloons, the mob class balloons with the Archmage, and that's crazy. Now 45 DDs again might be a little bit of an issue, but we do have the Spike Pal at the back, and we do have the overclock ready, which I'm gonna save for the bat. I'm actually gonna remove both of these obstacles because I finally want to see the fiery attacks go to town versus this bad balloon, and you guys can see the fireballs getting launched, so 36 damage out of each one of them. I don't think the fireballs are doing too much, but the Dragon's Breath attack is gonna do a lot, I think. The thing with the Dragon's Breath attack is that it has a lower range than the previous one, so it's gonna start. Yes, there we go. So now it's starting, and now this is the extra damage. This is like the fully powered extra mob class balloon damage. I guess let's move the wallfire here towards the start, and I mean, it's doing a decent amount of damage, honestly. I'm not sure which one is still better. Does this finally start competing with the 502, or do we just, I don't know, do we just stick to the 502? I feel like I'm just gonna be sticking to the 502 still, but this is a very good change from what I'm seeing so far. Yeah, I mean, the setup kind of plays itself. 1.92 million pops, that's crazy, and it's just like small supporting towers with $56,000 left over. That's insane. Alright, so that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'm gonna see you on the next one.